Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome to Something to Talk About. My name is Taco, and I talk about a song about some fire characters, so let's just do it. Hi! Welcome to Something to Talk About. My name is Taco, and I'm covering a name that's hard to say. Josmyn Peckledon. Josmyn Peckledon. I'm covering the Song of Ice and Fire character everybody knows and loves, named Josmyn Peckledon. I just read it. Let's call him Joss, right? What's going on? This is what's going on. Pause this if you've never been here before. Read it. And yeah, I don't wanna chatter. I chattered so much on the one I just filmed that you guys saw last week. So let's just go. Covering a Song of Ice and Fire characters, and boom, Josmyn Peckledon. Josmyn Peckledon, also called Peck. There, I'll call them Peck, not Joss. I was lying. Screw Joss. Peck. So Peck, by Sir Jaime Lannister, is a squire of House Peckledon. Josmyn is tall and skinny like a spear. He has greasy mouse brown hair in downy peach fuzz on his cheeks. Peck can be shy despite his age. He is a promising warrior, and he has good martial instincts. Yeah, he can fight. He's kind of tall, lanky, got some peach fuzz. This is a beard, all right? I just trimmed it. This isn't peach fuzz. Back up. I can beard up. This guy can't. Good old Pecky can't, all right? So what's House Peckledon? Let's talk about that. House Peckledon. House Peckledon is a noble house from the Westerlands. They blazon their arms with 10 mullets. In flag terms, stars are called mullets, I guess. I didn't know that. I always just read, like straight up their descriptions. So I always get like flag terms, and I never can understand them. Mullets. All right, man. Purple mullets on yellow. Their word is, not are, it's just one, unflinching. They can't flinch. So if you're trying to bite them to cause them to flinch, they're not going to flinch. Pokemon joke. All right. Thank you guys for showing up. The name and location of their seat are unknown, as well as the name of the head of their house. Yeah, we don't know who these guys are, really. We know they're from the Westerlands. That's it. During the War of the Five Kings, House Peckledon are among Tywin Lannister's forces. They're a house from the Reach with 9 mullets on their sigil. That's all we really know about them. So let's get back to good old Pecky. Squire Peck, during the Battle of the Blackwater. So jumping right into War of the Five Kings, Battle of Blackwater, right? Lots have happened, but that's, for a lot of people, Battle of the Blackwater is where the war starts. For the Northmen, it's like way far into it, right? And for the Westerlands, it's like pretty far into it. But no, for like Riverlands and other people, this is where they start. But this guy's from the Westerlands, so I'm assuming he was around, but he didn't really see any real action until Battle of Blackwater. During the Battle of the Blackwater, young Josmyn, fights on behalf of King Joffrey Baratheon against Stannis and his forces. Though he couldn't be more than age 14, he kills 2 knights, wounds a third, and captures 2 more. Wow! There he goes, 14-year-old. For his effort, the Iron Throne awards him a sword, a suit of armor, a choice of any warhorse in the royal stables, and a knighthood when he comes of age. Yeah, he did a pretty good job. I mean, I don't really like the side he's fighting for, but I don't really like any side. I guess I like Stannis. Don't fight against Stannis. Who's the enemy? Not Stannis. Who's the good guy? Kind of Stannis. Not really. All right. So yeah, he killed 1 guy, wounded a third, captured a bunch of people, gets a horse out of the deal. Not a bad gig. After the Purple Wedding, which is when good old Joffrey does he dies. Josmyn is among those who testify against Tywin Lannister in his trial for the death of King Joffrey Baratheon, witnessing that Tywin had picked up the wedding chalice and poured the last of its contents onto the floor during the royal wedding. Not a lie. It looks really bad, but Tyrion did it, right? So Josmyn wasn't lying when he's like, I saw him pour out the evidence. Tyrion's like, yeah, you did. Dang it. Like I said, most people didn't lie in trial. Just like, Shay and Taina Merryweather. They're your two liars. The Lord Commander's Squire. Cersei sends Jaime to the Riverlands. This is like Feast for Crows, man. To settle River Run and Herin Hall. She's like, go figure out the Riverlands. Jaime takes Garrett Page, Lewin Piper, and Josmyn as squires when he rides for River Run. That's when Peck gets all in. He gets part of it. He's part of the deal now. Jaime has Peck hold his horse's reins as he mounts it. That's all we really. It's not important. There's a time when he has him hold his reins. I'm just throwing out everything that Peck does. All right, come on, calm down. He judges Peck skinny as a spear with long arms and legs. Peck wore a crimson cloak with the Peckledon stars on his surcoat. Peck offers Jaime his golden hand when they leave King's Landing, but Jaime refuses the golden lie. So there's a little itty bitty character development for Jaime here, because as they're leaving King's Landing, there's like a bunch of people watching this huge army leave. He's like, do you want to wear your golden hand, dude? Is that how I'm doing? What's my Peck impression? Hey, Jaime. You want to wear your hand? And Jaime's like, the golden lie? Never. And Peck's like, right, it's better than a stump, but I'm not a tailor. I'm not a designer. I don't know. When the group arrives at Castle Hayford, Jaime has Peck retrieve his golden hand this time when they dine with the castellan of Lady Ermisan Hayford, who's just a baby. He ends up knocking wine over and yelling at Flemmabrax. He is Jaime. Jaime ends up knocking wine over and yelling at Flemmabrax. After there was no more to talk about. After that, there was no more to talk about his hand. So, yeah. This other time, as they're leaving, he's like, you want your hand? And Jaime's like, no. And he's like, all right. And then he's like, we're going to have dinner with a baby in their Castleton at Hayford. And then he's like, hey, Peck, give me that golden hand. All right. There must be character development. You're getting a character development, Jaime. And then he hands him the hand. And then he's just clumsy with it and knocks some stuff over and gets mad. And then Flemmabrax is like, I like your golden hand. He's like, want me to chop your hand off so you can have one? And everyone's like, all right, we won't ask about the hand. Holy crap. You were getting character development about your hand, Jaime. And then you had to go and threaten a unicorn. Flemmabrax is a unicorn. All right, moving on. So, sorting out Herin Hall. So they make it to Herin Hall now. So they stop at, where was I? Castle Hayford, right? To have hang out with a baby. Ermisan Hayford is a baby that got married to Tyrek Lannister shortly before he transformed into a horse. So if you don't know that, watch my Tyrek Lannister video. All right, sorting out Herin Hall. Jaime was tasked with sorting out Herin Hall. He plans to leave it in command of Sir Bonifer Hasty, another character I did a video for. Arriving at Herin Hall, Jaime has Gregor Clegane's men release all the prisoners. Jaime asks Vargo Hoat, for Vargo Hoat, and they only get his head. Learning that they fed the rest of Vargo to the captives and to Vargo himself. Whoa. Disgusted, Jaime has Peck throw the head of Vargo Hoat into the God's Eye. Is there some symbolism there? Throwing into the God's Eye? It's like a holy lake with a holy island, and then like Vargo's returning to the lake. No, there probably isn't. I'm sure somebody's got some bullcrap there. He's like the goat of death, and he's returning to the old gods. Yeah, there's something. Get I don't know. Get Michael talks about stuff on that. Okay. When he has Raff, the sweetling, show him the captives, only 3 servants from Lady Went's time still remain in the castle, including Pia, Ben Blackthumb, and a cook, just a random cook. The sobbing girl, who is Pia, clings to Jaime's leg after Sir Lyle Craighall, or until Sir Lyle Craighall pulls her off. Did a video for Lyle too. Jaime tells her that no one will hurt her now, but that only makes her sob louder. Well, that's really dark. Pia rides with Jaime's squires on a gelding found for her by Peck. Jaime notices that Peck is interested in her. So I'm not covering all of Pia, but she's getting mentioned here. So Pia was at Herin Hall for House Went before all the war broke out, right? And then the Lannisters take it, and then the Bruce Bolton takes it, and then the Brave Companions have it, and Mountain's Men have it. Awful, awful, awful people hold Herin Hall, right? And she is a beautiful young woman with no power. Think about how awful her life was for a while. Let's keep going. All right, wait, I already did this one. Right? No, I was in the middle of this one. Yeah, so I was just explaining Pia. So then after that, Pia does get to join them. So I'm just giving context because we're going to cover kind of Peck and Pia's relationship. So essentially, just remember, she's been treated absolutely awful by some of the most absolutely awful people in the entire books. Yay. Oh, geez. Rough, dude. All right. Jaime leaves Bonifer Hasty and the Holy Hundred to hold the castle until Peter Baelish takes up his lordship. I don't know why I had to add that in. There is also, if we're going to keep talking about Pia, so in the video I did about Bonifer Hasty, I also mentioned this, but he also is like, Bonifer goes, you need to take Pia with, and Jaime's like, she grew up here. Like, I'm just going to leave her. And Jaime has a past with Pia too. And Bonifer's like, I will not have, he totally victim blames, that temptress around my men. Temptress? She's just been a victim for years. Yeah, awful. Sexism, bad. That's all I'm saying. All right. The Lord's bed at Derry. Jaime's small host reaches Castle Derry, and he finds himself contemplating the genius of his uncle Kevin for his choice of a bride from Lancel, Amy Frey. Yeah, she's great. Whose mother is a Derry. While at Derry, the maester provides him with Lancel's own room, since Jaime's cousin has taken to sleeping in the sept. So yeah, they get to Castle Derry. I covered a lot of this whole stuff during my Amy Frey or my Gatehouse Amy video I did during Frey Week. Yay, Frey Week. So essentially, Jaime shows up with all of his force. They have dinner with Gatehouse Amy and the rest of the people there. There's talk of Beric Dondarrion and other stuff. But Lancel is just this pious fool now, and he just is hanging out in the sept, and he won't leave the sept. So his bed's open. And this is what happens with it. And there's a lot of history. The Lord's bed at Derry has now got brought up in many of my videos. It's got a weird history. It's goofy. All right. So where is it? Lancel's own room, such as Jaime's cousin has taken the sleeping in sept. As Jaime bathes before the guest feast, he notices that Peck, his new squire, wishes to bed Pia. So Jaime tells him to use Lancel's room for the first bedding, saying, you feel a lord yourself when you're done if Pia knows her business. But Jaime then warns him to treat her kindly. As the host travels west to Riverrun, Peck and Pia regularly have sex in the corner of Jaime's tent. So, it's fine if she's willing, but he's like, you will not mistreat her because Jaime knows all the crap that Pia's been through. So Peck's like, yeah, I'll treat her right. And apparently, we don't know how well he treats her, but apparently we don't hear of otherwise. So it's kind of a happy ending for Pia of getting a partner. Sure, it's not like she can ever marry him because she's lowborn and he's highborn. Yay, this society. But at least he's not a monster like probably everyone she's dealt with. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, then they just in the corner of the tent. All right. All right, sieges at Riverrun and Raventree. So, like I already said, Peck's kind of just like around a lot in Jaime's travels during Feast for Crows. So that's why like a lot of these big, huge scenes he's not a part of. So I'm kind of moving through both these sieges pretty quickly and just explaining the little parts that he's had in them. So yeah. Reaching the camps besieging Riverrun, Jaime meets with his cousin Sir Davin. Jaime has Peck set up their tent in the Lannister camp between the Tumblestone and the Red Fork. Jaime has Peck pour wine for Edmure Tully, and Pia clean the captive lord's clothes, and Lewis prepare bathwater. So he kind of like lets Edmure have like a day, because Edmure's been captive since the Red Wedding. So he's like, "Well, you have a drink. We'll clean your clothes. You didn't even have a bath, dude." Now, let's talk about how to just to get us on the other side of Riverrun. You know that baby you never met? Oh man, rough. Jaime achieves the surrender of Riverrun, although Sir Brendan Tully escapes the besieging army by swimming like a fish. Yeah, Blackwater swims away, I guess. Like he just like gets away. He just transforms into a fish. Gotta love the Tullys. All right. Gotta love Blackfish. Can this click? There you go. Queen Cersei Lannister sends a letter to Riverrun begging Jaime to aid her against the Faith of the Seven, but Jaime has Peck burn his twin's letter. I love you. I love you. I love you. You got to say it 3 times. And he's like, yeah, burn this, Peck. And he's like, will do. Peck carries the peace banner when Jaime's band arrives at Raventree Hall. Once the siege at Raventree has been resolved, Peck rides with Jaime and Hoster Blackwood to Pennytree. So that's all we got for Peck. And I'm assuming he's going to be in the next book. He's probably going to be a real character. Like, I like him so far. So what do you guys think of Peck? So I do have one more slide, kind of a little bit of prediction. So yeah. But that's all we got for the main story. Let's get into my final slide. Unexpected hero. Peck is a fun little character. He seems like a nice guy. And his thing with Pia seems innocent and cute. Something that Pia really needed after the horror she went through. Thank you. I found a theory on Reddit by Little Zomboy, which is a great name, called a not-so-unexpected hero, Josmyn Peck, claiming that Peck might be the one that saves Jaime and Brienne from the trouble they might get themselves into with Lady Stoneheart. I actually think it might be possible. It might be possible. I'm not like so thinking that's going to happen, but I do think they're going to live. I don't think Jaime or Brienne's going to die from Lady Stoneheart. And Peck's kind of been built up, you know? So he's either going to have a complete gruesome death where they're like, there's somebody who's trying to save Jaime and they like throw his head at him like, oh man, well, Peck didn't live. Or Peck actually is like the one who saves him, which might be really cool. So that's what, if you are interested in Little Zomboy's theory, go find it on Reddit and read it. Read it on Reddit. See what you guys think. Here you guys go. That was Peck. Fun little character. I believe this was a request. I want to say I couldn't find who requested it. I tried to look through all my old comments. I think Real Talker Walk did, but he requests the most. So if it wasn't Real Talker Walk, sorry, I searched through my all comments that I've ever had with my search. I was Josmyn Peck, no, nothing, Pia, and I couldn't find it. But I'm pretty sure it was a request from him. So if it wasn't from Real Talker Walk, sorry. And if it was, hey, I managed to give you a shout out. Hopefully that was right. If it wasn't, and I just added it myself, all right. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Go be a squire somewhere to somebody. Find like a Don Quixote type and be a squire. All right. Peace.